Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putri Dwi Wahyuni. My student number is 4002. So today I will explain the content, the characters, something I can take this and so forth on the story called The Grandchild Paradox. The first question about the characters in the story is that I is the main character, Kimi, who becomes the friend of the story and start owns a workplace that I works there. I believe this story is one of those that describe the life of D.I., who was so ungrateful of his own life that he blamed his great-grandfather and thought if he had a time machine, he would kill his great-grandfather back in time. Next, the third explanation is why this story is called a paradox, because in my opinion, the story itself is a story that is not necessarily what D.I. story character wants or believes is true as he gave it, like wanting to kill his own grandfather by returning to the past. If we are again, it doesn't make sense, and certainly if D.I. goes back to the past and kills his grandfather, then he and his parents will not be able to be born into the world, because the paradox itself is a truth that is not necessarily true or can be considered true if many people believe it. 4 is about the sentence. Time travel, if you travel back in time and you kill your grandfather, your birth would be impossible. In that sentence, I thought to explain if we were thinking of going back in time and thinking of killing our great-grandfathers, then our parents wouldn't have been born into the world, and we wouldn't have been born if we were thinking of killing our grandfathers. Next is about the part I like. I like this part. They have a child, we grow old, we die, and in time so do they. At the bottom of page 88, the point of the sentence is that we all shall die. We will all grow old, and our children or grandchildren will have thoughts like ours, know that we want to kill our great-grandfathers in the past, if they do not accept the reality of their own lives. Our grandchildren will blame us in the future, just as our present position are so ungrateful to imagine that there is a time machine so that we can kill our great-grandparents when, in fact, if they die, we won't be here till now. The last is about the lesson I learned from this story. The lesson I learned from this story is that we must be thankful in whatever circumstances in our lives. We must not bemoan our lives or blame our grandparents in the past for our present circumstances. Because if we don't want to be like our great-grandfather, we must strive to make our own success of our next life so as not to make us miserable. So that's all from me. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.